Okay, so welcome to the very first episode of the Fables and Tales podcast, Men of the Calim. Unfortunately, none of us have ever done anything like this, so you're gonna have to excuse us if for the first few episodes we're still ironing out some rough spots. But by the end of the first 3 weeks at the very most, it should be all fixed by then. So without further ado, let's get on with the game.
Start with our necromancer, right? He'll be the first in the interview.
All right.
Do that. So, I am a necromancer. And I'm an orc. I come from the north. And I have found my way to this port because there's a lot of magical arts here that I can study. And basically, I'm trying to make my way away from some less scrupulous orcish people that I used to be involved with. So, I'm sort of on the run. But I'm also looking to do good and help people in need.
All right, and what's your character name?
Oh, I'm a Garzhvog.
All right, and your player name is Rizzi from whenever we're outside of the actual in-game when we're just tabletopping. All right, let's go to
Indeed.
Derto then.
Okay. A female bard called Inza. She always has like a blindfold. She's kind of blind, and she comes from Chesenta. It's in the city was Simba. So like she's always lived in like a big city and stuff, and like about mental, like is a bit depressed and she doesn't really know what to do about it, so she figured she could try travel a bit, maybe she find some good story, find something to cheer him up. So that's why she's been traveling to where are we going? It's
Calimport.
yeah, Calimport, exactly. Let's see. Yeah, she wears like a she played the violin. She like wears like a light leather armor, and on top of it has usually a colorful dress like red, orange, this type of stuff, and use a short sword when necessary.
Okay. And then Sephi.
Okay, my name is Shrug. I'm playing Fate, Strongheart Halfling Rogue from Luiren, more specifically from the town of Beluir. Appearance-wise, I have really short red hair and some freckles and tattoos in my head. I use for now I'm gonna be using a short bow because of gameplay reasons, but eventually I'm gonna master the dual wielding of short swords. I have some other hidden weapons around my clothing and so on. Otherwise, I'm in Calimport, both to escape my past and to join or try to find more information on the Shadow Thieves of Am and perhaps join them.
All right. And then last but not least, Void.
Yes, hello. I'm Void and I'm playing Valerion, who is a paladin, but in fact of the race Lesser Aasimar. And he also comes out of the Chesenta region, and to be specific, out of the, how's it called? The Riders to the Sky, which is a little hill village where he grew up. However, he lost his mother, that is, because obviously he's an Aasimar, like to marauding bandits, and then joined the mercenaries there and like crossed a bit and fought some battles. Like back then he wasn't a paladin really, but eventually noticed his stronger sense of justice and kind of felt that his lifestyle was not the right one, that he wanted to do something different. Like he did actually, I'm not sure, like that we said, like he met up with your character, right?
Yeah.
And that was in the town of Simbar.
Yeah.
Like in a tavern with my mercenary band. And there I also decided that I had enough of this mercenary life. Like when you told me about the riches and adventures in the south, like of magic and promise. And since my character always, like I'm not sure if you mentioned it, Derto, but I think yours is also an Aasimar. Or did you change that again?
Yeah, but I look like a human, and you probably don't know I'm an Aasimar.
All right, okay, fair enough. Well, mine is trying to hide that fact as well. He's like, description-wise, the character is like athletic, like build-wise, just to give a impression to the stats, like he's athletic and he's also fairly strong, but like nothing extraordinary. He has no brood or anything like that. He has long dark hair, is fairly pale. Like his Aasimar sign, chopped off angel wings, but he's trying to hide that under a breastplate, which is a starter item for that region. But he's also like, look-wise, you wouldn't recognize that he's like a paladin. He's kind of, like from his clothing, the metal is a bit rusty. Like you can definitely see like his upbringing in a mercenary band. But yeah, but deep inside, like he feels like he has another purpose. Like he's descendant from like probably a solar angel or something like that. And the course to his paladinship, like he has found like justice, or like he believes in Tyr, I think that was his name. And he also carries like a long sword and a shield and has a dark cloak and like heavy boots. And yeah, the aforementioned breastplate and like a helm, like, I don't know, it's a bit hard to describe, but like the one that has a nose thing and a nose slit basically. And it's like not a full helm, but one that is like sideways open a bit longer in the back. A bit like Achilles in Troy, like with a feather thingy on top, yes, something like that. Exactly, and we travel together down towards Calimport as well. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I traveled with his character because, as a female bard from big city, and I could not really like travel alone, especially like without being blind. So like as soon as I saw him and like managed to convince him to travel, I kind of like tagged along. It's good protection. He looked to know how to fight, so.
Yes. Did you ever tell me that you're like a Aasimar? I'll just say Aasimar because like we are lesser Aasimars, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I probably. I mean, let's say no, because.
All right. Okay.
Do that like.
I didn't tell you either.
Okay. How did you hide your like wings? Isn't it annoying from?
Yes, it's very annoying. Like I always wear the breastplate or have like a cloak over it, and I put an effort in that no one sees it, and it's really annoying. But like, no, they're chopped off. Like they're just feathers. It's like not really a stump, but it's just like feathers left where they would have grown, I guess. At least that's what the rules say.
I think that's interesting. I didn't realize it before, but a paladin, representative of justice, and a bard named Fate are traveling together.
No.
No, the bard name is Inza.
Oh, the bard Inza? Oh, it's my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Still trying to keep track of everything. Fate is the rogue. Oh, okay.
One interesting point about the Fate is that he has a wisdom of 5, so at some points he might be quite oblivious to things and quite slow-witted, but he's not dumb in other regards. Has an int of 14, so otherwise he's not particularly strong, but extremely dexterous and likes to dance and other things. We'll find out as we play along.
All right, so we ready to start playing?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so after all of your long travels, when you finally arrive in Calimport, the first thing you've come to notice is the heat. Just outside the Great Calim Desert, this heat is unbearable, and especially someone like Valerion in a heavy breastplate and a cloak, it feels like you're cooking from the inside. Now, apart from the heat, the city of Calimport is just a sprawling monstrosity, reaching out as far as you can see on either side along the shining sea. And once you get inside, it's even worse. The roads crisscross over one another, they lead in and out through walled neighborhoods, and the further you get into the city, the more lost you feel. Now, the second thing you notice, and this becomes evident within a few minutes of just walking the streets, is that the prices in Calimport are much higher than anywhere else you've seen on the roads. For some reason, it seems that here, basic necessities like a room in an inn, a loaf of bread, even just a drink of water, are all grossly overpriced. It seems as though to these merchants, when you have to buy something, you have to buy the very best of it. And of course, every single merchant here sells the best of it. And so those few gold you had when you walked inside Calimport are no longer going to cut it. And so, as in a bit of a desperate situation, you can look around for work. And one of the first things you notice is that all throughout the city, you either hear people mentioning it or you see little flyers on job boards hanging around. Is that there's some man by the name of Pashar that's looking for people willing to, and I quote, as for the flyers, take care of an ongoing problem. So I'm assuming you all are interested in the work?
Yes, of course. We have to make a living down there, don't we?
Absolutely.
So
Alright.
I guess we didn't meet yet, right? So I'm just
No, you all meet
we've-
when you arrive
yeah.
at.
Yeah, me and Valerion like found the thing together, and then we're just gonna go there, I guess.
All right. And it seems that Pashar, or whoever this man is named by the name of Pashar,
Sure.
is some kind of merchant, and he's not one of the wealthier merchants. When you get to his store, and it certainly doesn't look like a store. It's run down. You see some of the windows have been broken out. Where there once had been a sign, you can just see the kind of lighter spot on the stone, rather than there actually being a sign there. And it's right around now, just outside the front doors, that you all will finally meet each other. So I'm assuming we can kind of skip the little introductions for time's sake.
Mm-hmm.
All
Sure.
right. And going into Pashar's shop, just like the outside, this place is terribly run down. You see there's things missing from shelves. Some of the shelves are disheveled, off-center, things like that. And for a while, there's no one in the store, but after you all start wandering around looking, you hear this almost like a pitter-patter of footsteps, and this very short, very dark-skinned man comes bumbling out from the back hallway. And from the look of him, all the gold arrayed on him, the perfume you can just smell like reeking into the room, this is probably Pashar.
All right. Okay, so we say we are already together and like had our talk and like we're in for the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just mumble into the group. That seems to be him. Anyone wants to lead the word, or do you want me to handle it?
You can do it.
Huh, sure. I look like the other two because I've already traveled with my bard, but not with these other two fellas, like the grim-looking necromancer. I eye you a bit suspiciously, like probably when I saw you, you know, like when you already walked ahead, like I mumbled under my breath at detect evil, just to see if you're, because you already looked a bit shady, right? Like in the back, and then I just mumbled to him, he seems alright. I cannot detect any evil. But so, okay, I'm going towards our, whatever his name was, Bajar or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'll put that on the edge of our little screen for us so we can keep
Yes.
track of that. All right. And Bashar, unlike many of the other merchants, he seems a lot more friendly. He comes up to you, starts shaking your hand, welcomes you into the store, kind of gives you a bit of a like the dime store tour, taking around, showing. It looks like this store is probably something of a minor magical item store, general goods kind of store, just for the local area. But it doesn't look like he has any good wares anymore. Everything seems kind of battered and worn out.
Does he have any guards around the store?
No, you do
Here we go.
occasionally hear some noises in the back, so he probably has some kind of staff in the back, but you don't see any guards.
How plausible would it be to steal things while the two of them talk?
Quite easily.
Okay, I will pursue that endeavor.
Alright.
Depending on depending on what exactly interesting there is to steal, but I'm sure, like, since you said we're pretty broke and everything's really expensive, I will definitely go for it, probably for the either most interesting or most expensive thing I see, but I'm not gonna risk too much.
All right.
Okay.
I'll walk up to Pashar.
Garzhvog notices him trying to do all that stuff. I'm just giving him like a bad look.
Oh, I don't know if you know this.
Do
Like,
we want to roll a move silently check and like a spot check?
I have like sleight of hand.
We could do that.
Alright,
Okay,
I'm gonna do
while
that.
you roll, Master Pashar, we are here to help you about your ongoing problem. My name is Valerion, and these are my comrades, Garzhvog, Inza, and then I look at Sephiroth's Fate.
Fade.
What are you doing, Fate?
I bow and say like, pleased to meet you.
As you pocket something from one of the shelves.
I'm the female bard, not right.
All right.
I don't steal yet.
At the mention of the flyers we've been putting out, he goes, "Oh yes, actually, can you please come away from the door, come to the front of the store." And so he leads you up to his little counter. And again, there's all these baubles. It looks like the front of the store has seen some wear and tear. You see a lot of scarring in the woods. Not like wear and tear, kind of like someone may have stuck something into, like a dagger, small blade, something. He goes, "Yeah, well, this is a bit of an odd thing. Normally, I don't deal with these kind of folks." And when he says these kind of folks, he seems to be referencing you all in some way, so he doesn't seem very comfortable about outsourcing work like this. But he goes on to explain, I don't know why, but over the past few weeks, these street urchin, these thugs have been harassing my store. I mean, you've seen what they've done. He motions to the broken windows and all the damage to the inside of the store. And he goes, and it's ruining me. I can't afford to keep repairing all these things. And I can't chase them off. They don't take bribes like normal people would. I don't know where to turn to now. I mean, I've had to start putting up flyers for people to help me. The guards won't do anything, and I'm kind of at my wit's end.
Why won't the guards do anything?
I mean, it's common Kalashite. Someone's paying them off at some end.
Do you think higher ups are responsible for this, or have a hand in this?
Oh, I don't know. The merchants are always at each other's throats. I don't know. It might be another store owner trying to move in on me, or I'm not quite sure. But I can handle that. That's something easily handled. But these thugs, they don't listen to reason. I need someone to either scare them off, or any kind of like leans and like winks and goes like, deal with them.
Where can we find them?
It can be scary.
Well, that's just kind of the thing.
Jesus.
I don't know where I can find them. Normally, when someone comes in and they threaten you, they give you, like a place to meet them if you're gonna pay, I don't know, protection money, things like that. I honestly don't know where they are. I mean, I'd hope you all be able to find out. They can't be very far from here if they keep coming in almost every couple days.
We could just guard your shop, or investigate a bit in town. Ask some questions.
Valerian, you didn't ask the most important question. How much do you pay?
Like, I look at me like,
Well, we're not gonna work for free.
no, of course not.
Well, he kind of hems and haws about it and he goes, well, again, you can see I'm on hard times and I don't exactly have the money for outside assistance, but I think I can scrape something together. How does 50 gold apiece work?
Sure.
All right, very
Just
good, very good. He
nod
reaches over and like
excitedly.
before you can backtrack, ask anything else, just start shaking your hand, sealing the deal.
I'm a terrible negotiator.
All right, so do you all want to hang around the store, or do you want to march on out and try to hunt them down?
Think
Well,
about that.
yeah. Like, I look at Fade, like, did he steal something by now?
What did I get to steal? Yeah.
So that was a sleight of hand check with a 14?
Yep. 14.
All right, let me grab my dice in off screen.
Spotty.
Roll myself a little bit of a check. Okay, so again, this store doesn't look like it's on the up and up. A lot of the good things have been broken, or you can see there's a lot of good stuff missing. What you do manage to pocket is in the Southlands, there's something called I think it's a Kinjaba. I can check the name on that. It's a curved dagger, really nicely made. A lot of the men in Kalasham wear it. It's a Jambia. Jambia, I think so. Anyway, it's a nice, very ornately carved dagger. Its handle looks to be made out of some kind of animal bone, and it has very nice, very detailed carvings on the handle. It's a very, very nice looking dagger.
Okay. Do I have any idea how valuable it is?
However, you want to roll an appraise check for me?
Figure out much with it. 7.
With a 7, this looks like a very, very important piece of weaponry. Like with that wood
Okay.
and those crude carvings on the handles, it looks like this is the cream of the crop of Jumbias.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay.
All right.
Valerion, do you think the robbers will come back? That sounds unlikely.
Well, like I look around, you got a point there, but how? I mean, you're a bard, right? I know a little halfling over there. I assume also knows his no way around the street. Maybe
Should
you
we
could
not
start some
ask
investigation.
what was stolen so we can?
Yes.
Like I
Trace
look at
the
the looted
goods?
shop, right? It's like, I guess quite a bit, but sure.
I can't see how much
It's not
damage
about
is
the
it.
quantity, my friend Valerian. It's about what was stolen.
Very good point. Is the Pasha still there? Or I guess.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
milling around waiting to see what you all decide.
Tell us,
Why don't
Pasha, is there anything special missing from your shop?
Oh, I mean, they just come and they take whatever they can get their hands on. I'm more worried about the damage rather than the things they're taking.
Yeah, but if we want to find them, it would help if we knew what to look for.
Lately they've been going after the little bit of magical items I have, so really minor things actually, just small enchanted things here and there.
Do you have anything of value? Something we could use as bait that they would want to steal?
I'm afraid they probably took everything that they're going to want now. I think at this point, these last few weeks, they haven't really been taking anything. They've just been destroying things.
Was there anything in particular that was not available at other merchants we could ask around to track them down?
No, I mean, I sell pretty regular items. I mean, I don't know why they'd be coming after me, to be honest.
Listen, it's not the point. Tell us one item that has been stolen that is specific enough that we could find one.
Well, I mean, I used to have this really nice set of daggers. I mean, I still have one of them left, and as he walks over, he goes, well, I did have one of them. Huh.
Interesting.
Do you think they came back to steal the other one?
I mean, I was in the back for a little while. I mean, I didn't hear anyone come in, but I suppose it's possible. So yeah, this one.
Describe
I mean, this
it
last
to me.
one was. It's a curved blade, nice wooden handle, has some designs on it from one of the roving clans out in the deserts. But wow, that thing was just there.
So do you have any?
Like, I promise you, we'll find your dagger back.
Have you been arguing with someone that could have ill feelings towards you? Anyone recent that was really angry at you? Have you wronged someone?
No, I mean, I'm just a merchant. I'm not even important. That's the problem. I don't understand, and it's not as though I'm encroaching on anyone's territory. This shop has been here for years. It used to be my father's shop, and his before his. I don't see why anyone would want to knock me out of the competition. I'm not competition.
Interesting.
Well, that gives us something to work with as well.
Has any other shop opened near you recently?
No, not that I know of. I mean, Calimport is a big merchant port, but No, none that's close by that they'd consider me competition. I mean, I've had a small trickle of business enough to stay open and maintain my lifestyle, but I know I've never made much money out of it.
I look at our 2 shady or 3 shady ones.
I'm not shady. I really
don't-
don't look shady. Like,
All right, okay then.
I don't think there's anything left we can get out of this guy in terms of how we're going to find them. I think we should just leave and poke around a little bit.
Yeah.
Pishar. So you're saying you have nothing for us to go on really, and you want us to find these men and scare them for just 50 gold?
It's the best I can offer.
yes, the man just got robbed. Can't just.
He
But he
just
doesn't have
lost
that much
another
money.
dagger. Give him a break.
Very well.
Yeah. Let's go where we can figure something out.
Perhaps
All right.
next time you should think of issues like this beforehand and keep an eye out.
All right. He looks a little skeptical of that, but he goes, "Yeah, I'll think about it." All right, and so that is it for the very first episode of the Fables and Tales podcast. Again, like I said, it's not the prettiest thing, but hopefully the channel's a work in progress. Regardless, I want to thank you for stopping by, and hopefully we'll see you again when the party goes and deals with the thugs that have been giving Pashar a bit of trouble.